folks, and welcome back to Four Corners of the Galley. I'm your host, PBO, and with me today is
RG.
Yeah, and you're joining us today on another edition of our movie review. What are we doing today?
We're doing Annihilation, the sci-fi movie. This is the first sci-fi movie of 2018?
I guess Maze Runner?
Yeah. First sci-fi movie of 2018.
There you go. This is director Alex Garland's second directorial movie. Okay. He hit you with Ex Machina, which he wrote also. He adapted this from a book. This is actually a world-renowned novel. And Alex Garland is famous for actually writing 28 Days Later and the Dread screenplay, which was the second version. So, yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Annihilation.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was interesting.
It was very interesting. Very interesting. It was a very good sci-fi movie.
Very good visual-looking movie, too.
Yeah, visually and story-wise, it was a very good, self-contained sci-fi movie. So, we're just going to give you the basics here. We'll give you this kind of like the basic stories, how we thought about it, our opinions, our ratings, and then at the end we'll go into a little more of the spoilers and things that we like. We won't ruin anything in this part, but we'll definitely give you the basics of the story. So it starts off where an asteroid hits Earth, and it lands at this lighthouse, and all of a sudden it starts mutating and taking over this lighthouse, and what it creates is this thing that they call the shimmer.
Yeah. Like this zone.
It's like an ectoplasma bubble.
Yeah.
That's like ultraviolet, and it kind of covers and encompasses the area, and then it starts growing.
Yeah.
So when we join in the story, this has already been going on, and you kind of get jolted into the story where you're kind of learning the end at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where it's Natalie Portman who plays Lena's. She's at the end telling you what happened to her in the shimmer. So it's very interesting and cool. Along with that sci-fi element, you also have her story. Yeah. Where she's a biologist and studies the cells, and her husband, who's a sergeant in the army, goes on this mission and goes missing and hasn't been seen for a year. And out of nowhere shows up at a doorstep, and
she's looking for answers.
Yeah, she's looking for answers to why he's missing. So, and she basically says, "I owe it to him," and then then she goes on with her story. Yeah. So it's two stories interworked into one, with the sci-fi story being the overall element, but. It's a really interesting science fiction movie.
Now, this is a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
To its core.
To its core. So if you are watching this movie or you are interested in watching Annihilation, you should be prepared for a true sci-fi and really just kind of embrace the sci-fi element of this movie, because it really does the sci-fi well. It also puts a little horror and thriller in there.
Really well, actually.
Really well. And then an extremely well psychological thriller because of the story with Lena and her journey into the shimmer, and then basically you're seeing it through her eyes, and she's retelling what she saw and how it went. Plus, at the same time, we're watching memories of her with her husband, and then other things that happen. So, I mean, it's really trippy, but it's really great, encompassing story.
Yeah, it is. It's a true sci-fi where it wants to boggle your mind and make you think afterwards.
Yeah, it really wants you to think afterwards, because it kind of leaves it open-ended for you to have your own kind of explanation of how you feel like it ended. And it's very cool. I thought it was a very good story. I thought the adaptation was done really well, put on the screen. Alex Garland did a great job with the sci-fi. It was beautifully done. Yeah. The colors, the way the acting came off was great. Let's talk about the team of scientists that go in.
They were good.
Yeah, so you get an all-girl, 5-girl team of scientists that go into the shimmer, highlighted by Natalie Portman, and then you also got Tessa Thompson, Gina Rodriguez, who we felt like stole the show.
Yeah, she was really good.
She was really good. Jennifer Jason Leigh was also in it, and then the other actress's name I can't come across, but I really loved the way they were and how they interacted with each other. I thought Tessa Thompson was really good in her role, but I thought Gina Rodriguez was really strong.
She stole the scenes.
She stole the scenes. The scenes she was in, she was really good. And you come to find out that all these women are damaged in some sort of way and kind of looking for something, and that's why they're willing to go on this kind of like suicide mission. The story is kind of all over the place at the beginning.
It is, but eventually, like I would say, the beginning of the movie, it starts to focus on it. And it really gets good at that moment.
Yeah, I'd say once they really into the shimmer and then you're really inside of that, it's kind of cool. But I also like how he also breaks this movie into kind of like chapters. And
he does,
and he kind of gives you like and he tells you what is going to happen, and then kind of moves forward.
That was a really dope.
That was kind of interesting too. So what would you say? What would you least like? Not like about the movie that you could without spoiling it.
Without spoiling it, I didn't like the end. Mostly.
Just the confrontation part.
The confrontation of what happens at the end. We won't say it now, but I didn't like how they did it.
Yeah, the confrontation part.
Now, it was cool.
The lead up was cool.
And lead up and everything, and the idea behind it was cool. It just didn't, after the lead up, it didn't perform well. To me.
Yeah, I felt like the beginning was really jumbled in. You have to kind of really just kind of focus and just kind of let it kind of come to you, because you're expecting some things, and they're kind of bouncing all around trying to explain the story really well, and I think they do that a little too much. But once they streamline it and you're just kind of in the shimmer and you're focusing on these women scientists and their thing, it
gets good.
It really gets good, and they have a great moment at the beginning. So I thought that was great. So would you say? I thought Natalie Portman was awesome.
Yes,
in the lead,
she was really well.
She was really well. She was strong, and she played the role really well. She was very strong leading lady, and obviously Gina Rodriguez was awesome. I thought she was just spot on in that role.
However, Oscar Isaac, the man, just seals every scene he's in.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac's amazing. That dude can play basically any role he wants.
There's a really probably my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes doesn't even take place in the shimmer. It takes place in a flashback. And just him and Natalie Portman just talking, I really like that scene.
Yeah, the chemistry between the two of them was really strong. I thought it was really good. You could tell, you could believe the relationship between them and how it was fractured. I thought that was really, really good. So yeah, all right.
What do you give you?
So my score is a 3 out of 5.
Out of 5?
I think it's a very solid B. It's a very, very. I like the sci-fi elements. I thought it was good, and I like the psychological elements. And I like the intertwining, and I love what this kind of creature was doing and the things of that nature, like this alien asteroid. I like that, but the beginning is a little jumbled, and it's a lot slower than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little more fast paced, but it does really. The pace catches up in the middle.
Catches up a lot.
In the middle, the movie picks up really well. So the first half of the movie I thought was kind of lacking. That's why I don't give it the score. But I definitely give it 3 out of 5.
I give it 3 out of 5 too. The beginning was jumbled, and then the ending, it was whatever for me. But the middle was just so, and leading up to entering the shimmer, and then leading up to the ending was amazing. All that was a 4 out of 5. I could give it, but because of the middle and the beginning, the end and the beginning, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, there you go, folks. We definitely think it's a really good, solid sci-fi movie, especially right now. I mean, Black Panther's killing it. We saw it twice. So see Black Panther. But if you're looking for something really different, I think this movie is really interesting, and you will be very intrigued by the story and the story within the stories that happen in it. So unless you don't want to know anything about any little plot details or some of the stuff that happens, we're only going to go a couple things over it. But stop now. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Come back again. But let's stop and do the spoilers. All right. So spoilers. So
that ending was dumb.
All right. So you want to get right into it. You felt I like the whole concept. I like where she goes into the lighthouse, and then she gets to the lighthouse, and then she sees you see that the camera, that kind of the explosion spot, and you're like, what the heck happened here?
Yeah.
And then you watch the thing, and that was awesome. That was all great.
That entire lead up was amazing.
Yeah, the lead up was great. It's when the creation of this duplicate basically happens, and kind of the mocking back and forth. They could have done a better job with
the mocking back and forth was so weird.
Yeah, it could have been better with the symmetry.
It should have been shorter, and it could have been done better.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It touched her before, but until she touched it again the second time, is when it that I didn't get. I liked how she got away and tricked it and all that. I thought that was cool.
But did she get away?
Yeah, and then that's the real end, because as you see, you meet Kane again, and he is definitely not Kane, because he blew himself up. So this is the organism, the alien organism that's copied the genetic code of us and the DNA, and he is him. But then you see in her eyes too, where the colors flittered through, like he did with the genetic coding, and then it was really crazy. That was whew. It was a good ending at the part, but the kind of little
the part leading to that ending.
It was really bad.
Weird.
But I really do like the depth that they go into, where they go into her psychosis and how you're wondering why is she going on this suicide mission to find her when her man is back, but she still wants to go in there because she was cheating on him and having an affair, so she felt like she owed it to him to go in there and really kind of take on this whole thing. The whole horror slash
the whole mess hall scene was amazing.
And then leading after that, everything was just beautifully done. I love the way they went.
And the whole part where what's her name goes crazy.
Oh, when Gina Rodriguez goes, oh my god,
that whole scene was amazing.
Yeah, that was a beautiful turn point.
She stole that.
Yeah, that thing was beautifully done, and with the bear, and then how the basically the genetic coding of the person kind of rubbed off on the bear, so the next time he spoke was her screaming of her last words was just woo.
Yeah.
That was good. That's what I definitely think was good.
Like, there were really, really good moments in the movie. However, the beginning and the end were just...
Yeah, the middle is what really...
The middle is shine.
Yeah, it carries the story through and through. So, yeah.
Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, there you go, folks. There's our 4 corners of the Galley movie review of Annihilation. So, yeah, if you love some sci-fi, go check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Ted.
See you next time.